Good morning. It is Friday morning and we just discovered some really bad news with our hoop house. We noticed that on Wednesday night when we went to water the plants that something had eaten at least some of the leaves on the cauliflower. And then yesterday I was at my mom's all day. It was pretty well gray all day, and so I didn't really have any worries about the hoop house. But Art just said that a bunch of the plants look really, really bad, and we had the chickmunk destroy some more plants. So let's go look at the damage. Wow, something was really hungry. It nipped them all off. That is such a shame. And these were all of our wonderful tomatoes. Oh, that's not good. We lost all the cauliflower and tomatoes. That's all this tray. They didn't touch the marigolds. Ate a little bit of the parsley, but that's okay. I've got the thyme. The basil's still okay. But something really enjoyed my tomatoes. That really stinks. I'm gonna continue watering those. Just sometimes those plants, if they didn't eat off the entire leaf part, if they just ate the leaves but left the little tip, which on some of them they may have, the plant may still come back. So I don't want to totally give up hope. I'm gonna check out my peas and see how they are doing. We had a lot of rain last night, and so that should have helped them sprout a little bit. And I really need to get out here and put in my lettuce and spinach and chard and all that. But I don't think that's gonna happen today because you can see how gray it is. They say it's supposed to rain some more, so I probably won't do that today. Let me show you guys the peas. The peas are definitely starting to come up. That's a pea, and that's a pea, and that's a pea, and that's a pea, and that's a pea. And there's lots and lots of peas. So they are definitely coming up. What do you, no, stay on the rock. Did you help me grow those, plant those? Yeah? Night-night. Well, they're starting to wake up and say, hi, Grace. My rosemary does not look very hopeful, so I'll have to make sure I buy one of those this year. And then over here, I thought I got all the garlic, but obviously look at all those. I don't know if you guys can see them amongst the weeds, but we missed a whole bunch of garlic. And then over there in the corner right there, that's horseradish, and that's ready to get harvested. So the horseradish, I actually did a video on that last year. I'll have to see if I can put that in the description below if you guys want to see that. But the horseradish gets harvested in the spring, and then you just cut the tops off and actually replant it so you get more roots. And Miss Grace loves horseradish, don't you? You like horseradish? She eats a lot of it, and we went through I think we went through at least a quart of horseradish this year. I mean, that's how much our family, or at least some of us, really like it. And I had to buy some, so I'm gonna have to make sure I harvest plenty to get us through the year. I've been working on cleaning up the third floor, and I found my light bulb box. Our outdoor lights have been blown for quite a while, and no one's had a chance to replace them, so I'm gonna do that right now. Grace, you can sit right on the chair for Mommy, okay? Sit right there and watch Mommy. You wanna sit in the rocking? All right, Mommy will be right back. Okay, Grace, do we wanna see if they work? That one's on, and that one's on. Yay, they work! Track, yay, they're all better. Yay, give me 5. Yay, good job. One light is working, the other one is not, and we're gonna replace it on Art's lunch hour. It'll be a good thing when we have another spotlight out here because we miss it, and we actually use it for the garage sale. Well, that's because we're always out so late at night for the garage sale. Definitely broken?
Oh yeah, it's like broken, like the glass is broken.
Look at this! We have lights. The little girls are taking a nap, and Charity's working on making my birthday cake. So I'm gonna go up and help Art for a half hour. I'm gonna leave Charity in charge, and she can call me if she needs me. I got so busy I never showed you what I was doing at Art's shop, but I cleaned off the top of his showcase. I've got to take that little pile home. I swept the floor. And then over here on Art's workbench right here, that was piled high with paperwork.
Oh.
So I worked on cleaning it off, and a lot of the stuff I didn't know what to do, so I just kind of handed it to Art, and I said, okay, where does this go? And then I handed him everything, and where does this go? And we got down to the very dregs of it. We're down to that collection of stuff, and yes, I thought it would go in the recycle pile, but those are actually instrument parts, And then we just need to sweep off the dirt. But look at that. We have a clean section. How long has it been since it's been that? You can see wood.
It hasn't been as long as you'd think. It gets bad pretty fast.
I wonder what that hose winder thingy cart is doing up there. Whatever it was used for, it can't be good. And there's the answer. Okay. While the other kids are doing that, Mary is watching the chicken lay an egg. Are there any eggs? There's 5 eggs.
No, there's not. But I'm keeping here for now. They're gonna not relay any eggs, but maybe if I'm staying here longer, then she will lay 5 eggs.
I don't think one chicken's going to go laying 5 eggs.
Yes, they can do it if.
I know they can do it, but it would take them about 6 days to lay 5 eggs. So you'd be standing here an awful long time.
6 ounces. Like these many eggs.
They lay about one egg every 26 hours. If you're wondering why Mary's wearing a leotard, well, that's what she wanted to wear.
It's a swimsuit.
And you like it?
Yes. It's very close, but I like being cold. Let's hide inside.
Oh, okay. So you come out here to cool off?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I will say, my hair got ready.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I also noticed today that all the daffodils have come out. I always love the flowers in the spring. Also, the magnolia tree has bloomed too. These flowers are like super, super pretty. I really, really like these. It looks like Lydia's joined the fun now, watching a chicken lay an egg.
We're all on the Beast bus and we are going to head to the library. When I was cleaning Art's shop, we found, oddly enough, one of the DVDs in the cover. Art thought he had returned both of them last night and they must not have caught it because they never called us. But I found that when we were cleaning, so we're going to drop that off, a few other library books. Managed to stop at a garage sale after the library and we just got out of the P.O. box. But while I was at the library, I quick checked out their new nonfiction because that's like my favorite section to check out. And I found a book and Art and I have been chit-chatting about it. He goes, you got to tell our viewers about this. So, this is the new book. Ha ha! The Cleaning Ninja! How to clean your home in 8 minutes flat.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. But anyways, it's a skinny book and it just seemed right up my speed, something I would want to do. And I said to her, what would happen if I got up one morning and I put a ninja suit on and then cleaned my house in 8 minutes? I mean, I think it'd be shocking. Even more shocking is if I recorded it for all you guys to watch it. So anyways, we're just being kind of silly, talking about the cleaning ninja.
What would be fun, Mom?
What would be fun, Cherry?
A head cam on you if you did that, and they will just watch a total of 8 minutes of us cleaning our house.
Oh, so get a GoPro and put it on my head? Yeah. I don't have a GoPro, so I guess that defeats the purpose unless we created a sling for this camera. And
What about how to clean your house in 8 years?
I'm on the 3rd floor and I'm cleaning and purging for our garage sale. And
She's doing some serious purging. I'll show you the pile downstairs in a little while.
And I found this.
Okay, what is
This
it?
is Lily and Yoretta. This is a doll that great-grandma made for me.
Huh?
And
Oh, this is like memory lane here.
this is Lillian. Great-grandma made
Okay,
this.
she looks a lot like Lillian.
Ooh,
Other than
Lillian
curly
has
hair.
got a mouse atop.
Uh-oh. Mouse attack.
Can I see? Grandma made everything. She made her clothes. She made the bloomers. It took her a long time to make these dolls for my cousins and me. Look at the shoes she bought for her.
What size are they?
What size are they?
Here's the pile of stuff we're getting rid of so far, and Janelle is still going strong upstairs. When Janelle is in a mood to purge stuff, you just let her purge because she gets rid of a lot of stuff.
Look at that. I got it all stacked up. And that looks better, I think, Art.
Right. So what were you doing?
Purging ribbons and fabric. I'm pretty much doing the KonMari method. If it doesn't speak to me, it's going. And
Okay.
we had some fabric, and I just said to Art, do I really like this? And then in the next breath I said, if I have to ask myself I don't like it, shoom, gone. So I'm just purging. Lots of purging. Because I've lost so many years to stuff. My happiness. I don't want it. And we've been working on this for almost 2.5 years.
Let's finish it up.
I want it done. And we've done really well at not collecting and getting lots of amounts of stuff and bringing it in. This is just almost like that last push.
We have a major victory to show you. Look at this. It may not look like a major victory, but it is. We're getting rid of this one here because it's being consolidated into this one. And then we put all of our camping supplies, sleeping bags and suitcases, things like that, right back here. And look at this. We have, although it's dirty, we have a few square feet of floor.
It's almost 1 o'clock and we're going to call it a night. It's been a long night. This little lady has been good. She's been up here for about an hour. She's getting ready to go back to sleep. But we're going to call it a night. We still need to edit a video. And last night we were up until after 2 o'clock. And then we were up at 6 to put the video on. So I'm tired. Art's tired. But how do you feel about the upstairs, Art?
Well, we got a lot done. I mean, we were just purging without mercy. I mean, it may not look great, but I mean, this floor was full of junk. And you had to do the high step to get through here.
We're going to show them the pile that we're getting rid of, and that will put it in perspective.
I showed them a few hours ago. I'm going to show them again. It got a lot bigger.
Our journey of decluttering and purging junk has changed so much. And today I said to Art, you know, the junk steals your joy. And I don't want it to steal my joy just because I have stuff. And so when I was going through here, when I touched something or looked at something and it just didn't bring me happy thoughts or happy feelings, I just got rid of it. And there's certain things, it's like clothing. There's some clothing that I can look at and I go, instantly I say, I love it. I love that. You know, I can't wait to fit back into that. And there's other things I'm just like, you know, and those were the items that just went out they go. There's no point in taking up the shelf just because I might wear it in, well, 3 years or 4 years or 5 years. That's amazing. I haven't been over on this side for several hours.
Yeah, she's looking at it from a different perspective. I'll show you what she's looking
amazing.
at. Oh, you know what? In a camera, it doesn't look very amazing.
No, show up. Show up, though.
Oh, yeah, right there. Look at that. Let me show you the clothing. This whole rack was full. I mean, you could barely squeeze one more thing in there.
Front to back. It was
right.
Both racks.
Yeah, and then there are racks, and yes, racks in the front, racks in the back. But look at that. There's a whole empty space there, and the empty hangers testify to all the clothing we got rid of. And then it's not packed in tightly. And then over here, there's a little more space too.
Yeah. That's a big improvement. Big improvement. We still need to tackle that section, which is going to be, I don't know what to expect. I mean, I know what's there, but I'm not sure if I'll find stuff to be like purging rapidly or I'll be like, no, this is stuff I'm keeping this time. I don't know. We'll find out. What do you think, Lillian? I hope you don't remember junk. I hope you remember a nice, clean, tidy, organized home. And you're spitting all over my sweater.
And this area here, although it doesn't look like it, we were hoping to have this be our studio, but it got filled up with junk. And, well, guess what? It's going to be our studio shortly. I can't wait. Hopefully tomorrow we'll get to that, and maybe we'll even set up a studio and do a video from our studio tomorrow. Maybe. We'll find out. This is the stuff that we got rid of today. This is the stuff that's going into our garage sale. And there's actually more than this because a lot of it got recycled and some got thrown in the trash.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
really amazing.
That is amazing. And there's a problem with this. But at least we're solving the problem.
This is after we've been purging for a little over 2.5 years. A little under 2.5 years. Can you believe that?
Yes.
So think about what was in this house 2.5 years ago.
It was awful.
You know, and we still haven't done the basement and we haven't done the barn. Those are 2 other holdouts, but the 3rd floor was really needing it.
Good night. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoyed watching us getting rid of all this junk. And, you know, after seeing that, you may think we're hoarders, and we're actually not hoarders. We love to get rid of stuff. The only thing is that it was kind of our living for a while, dealing with junk, doing eBay, selling junk at garage sales, all that stuff. So it's not like we really wanted all this but it just kind of happened to us. And now we said, you know what, this isn't good. We're getting rid of it.
The junk business is coming to an end, and we just realized how much happier we are with less stuff.
And we also had the 2 relatives move into the assisted living.
Back to back.
Yes, and we got a lot of their stuff. And it kind of like, by default, it ended up at our house.
Right.
And because we were the only ones who would take the junk. And then people would give us stuff all the time because they knew we took orphaned junk. So we just ended up with it. But we stopped taking the orphan junk. And
There's very little here that we actually bought.
I know.
You know,
Like,
when you look at
yeah,
it, it's not that much, but we, you know, some of it we really thought we could sell for money, and it would have been listed on eBay, and then it didn't sell, or it became unlisted for whatever reason. We're gonna hit the hay. Thanks so much for watching, and who knows
see
what
you
tomorrow will bring.
tomorrow.
Good night.